Did you ever live near an old, rundown farmhouse or abandoned factory? Well, it turns out there are actually quite a few places around the world that are seemingly straight out of a horror movie. Whether old hospitals, castles, or even whole regions, these places stand out when it comes to sending chills up your spine. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Oh, and be sure to look out for our new quiz feature, because we really want to hear what you have to say. Give us your response and thumbs up any others you really like. The top response will get pinned, so this is your chance to win at the internet. Michigan Central Station. At one time, this was a bustling transit center, the tallest rail station in the world. Today, it sits abandoned, eerily quiet, and unused. On the outside, its massive size combined with a rather drab appearance make us think this building is straight out of Gotham. Inside, it's even more haunting thanks to the large corridors, totally empty even if you swear you keep hearing noises just around the corner. The SS America. In 1993, the cruise ship SS America was being towed from Greece to Thailand when it ran into a storm. Left adrift, the ship eventually ran aground on the Canary Islands, where its rusting remains sit to this day. For years, she lay hauntingly off the coast, disintegrating a little every year as the waves pounded her. Today, the SS America is only visible at low tide. Charleroi Power Plant. With massive concrete walls towering all around you, this abandoned building is definitely intimidating. This is the interior of a massive cooling tower at the now abandoned Charleroi Power Station in Belgium. The bizarre interior coated in moss appears to be something straight from a sci-fi movie. The strange interior and cold design give this the feel of some sort of alien coliseum. Chateau Miranda. Imagine you're walking through a forest in Belgium when you come to a clearing and are greeted by this. The exterior of the abandoned Chateau Miranda is just plain creepy. Come to think of it, it seems like the kind of place where a very hairy beast-like creature would live with talking cutlery and chinaware. Things don't get any better once you're inside, although we must say it's haunting in a very Disney-esque way. Kharkov Tank Yard. Hey, remember that part of the video game Fallout where you stumble across an abandoned factory full of tanks? Oh, that's right. That isn't in the video game because it's very real. Located in Ukraine is this rather secret and very abandoned tank yard. Anyone who stumbles upon this place is greeted with a graveyard of several hundred rusting tanks, left there many years ago. The whole place gives off a strong post-apocalypse vibe, but also it's a bit cool if you're into tanks. So, do you think any of these abandoned locations deserves its own level in a survival or horror video game? If you're not sold yet, just hold on, because we've got a few other contenders for you to take a look at. Willard Asylum. The full official title for this location is the Willard Asylum for the Chronic Insane. The overgrown and rundown parts of the facility all combine to give it a look that is fitting for any of the Saw movies. The interior looks like something from a nightmare, and reports of ghosts and strange sounds add the cherry to this haunting little sundae. Discovery Island. On Disney World property sits Discovery Island. However, this isn't a Disney attraction you can go to because it was shut down in 1999. Today, the whole place is overgrown, but the evidence that people were there give it a very creepy vibe. Even more haunting is the fact that the lights still come on at night. It gives it all a real Island of Dr. Moreau feel. Belitz Military Hospital. Located in Germany, this abandoned military hospital is definitely disturbing. Sure, the whole run-down and empty interior look definitely creeps us out. In fact, it has the look and feel of a Nazi zombie level straight out of Call of Duty. It's made even a little bit worse once you learn that Adolf Hitler was treated here for injuries he received in World War I. Hotel del Salto. Just outside Bogota, Colombia is a hotel which is said to be haunted, a favorite of people who commit suicide, and totally abandoned. Built into a mountain, the Hotel del Salto has some amazing views, especially of a nearby waterfall. Once the place to visit, in the 90s, the Del Salto was abandoned. Age has not been kind to the once majestic location. While part of the building has been turned into a museum, it doesn't do much to change its overall haunting appearance. Pripyat, Ukraine. Welcome to Pripyat in Ukraine. In 1986, this Soviet city was abandoned when the nearby nuclear plant at Chernobyl suffered a meltdown and explosion. 30 years later, the buildings remain, all sit empty, like something from an episode of The Walking Dead. Only here, it's not zombies you need to worry about, but the levels of radiation that limit how long tourists can visit. So, which one of these abandoned locations looks like it's straight from a PlayStation or Xbox classic? Or maybe you think one would be better suited for a horror movie? Let us know and tell us why in the comment section below.